Hello, this is the achievement guide for Out of Bounds. It requires you to secure all 12 bags of loot without letting any law officer into the warehouse. Now, the more people you have, the easier this is going to be. You can get one guy or two guys to focus on moving the bags and the other two to defend the warehouse. Now, if you're doing this solo, you'll want to get as many sentry turrets as you possibly can. I believe the max is 6. You can get the Jack of all trades perk, and this will allow you to carry another secondary or another usable, and I chose to use the suppressed sentries as my backup, and this just allows me to have 6 sentries guarding the doors. Now, the first thing I do is I chuck all of the bags over the fence. Just so I can move the bags quicker. Now, I would advise not keeping the bags in the warehouse, because obviously the cops like to go straight for the bags to secure them so they can move them away from you. So I keep them sort of just out the front until I know where exactly the boat's going to appear, because sometimes it can appear at dock 9, sometimes it can appear at dock 7, or sometimes it can appear at dock 3, and I don't know which one it's going to appear at, of course. So I just keep them in the middle, so it's kind of neutral, so I can just move them as quick as possible in whichever direction I need. Now, I tend to put up, there's 4 different entrances to the warehouse. There's the one right at the back, there's at the front, and there are 2 side doors. Now, I tend to put 2 sentries at the front, because it's got some shipping containers and you don't really need to worry too much about this, because you'll be out the front for the most part. I switched to AP rounds because turrets will not run out of ammo as quickly, and they'll do more damage. Now, so I put 3 sentry turrets out the back, mostly because I don't spend any time at the back at all, and enemies can come down in helicopters. And there's a side door. Now, I don't have enough for the final door, so I just had to leave it as is. But if you've got more than one guy, then you'll be completely capable of doing so. Now then, eventually the boat will arrive, and you'll have to drop 4 bags of loot into the boat, as the boat can only take 4 bags. Now, you can chuck your bags onto your teammates if you've got AI teammates, and they can help move the bags. But you basically just want to go as quickly as possible, secure as many bags as quickly as possible, and throw them into the boat, and then quickly return back to the warehouse. Now, you want to keep an eye on your sentries, because they will run out of ammo naturally, and you'll want to rush to them as quickly as possible to make sure they're up and running again so they can continue defending. And it's basically a case of just keeping your eye out, making sure you've got everywhere covered,